How you been adjusting? How's the how's Tallahassee treating you? How's all it going?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been like a smooth adjustment. I'm originally from like just about 2.5 hours down the road, so I got family really close, and they've helped me kind of like move in and settle in and stuff. And so it's been really smooth adjustment. It's been pretty good so far.
Cool. Where'd you go to high school?
Navarre High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you went to Colorado State straight out of high school?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So talk to me about what went into your decision to transfer, and then how did Florida State first get on your radar, and what was it that really made you go, okay, that's where I want to be?
Yeah, sure. So Colorado State, my defensive line coach ended up leaving, and I felt that I could just, probably explore options and have some better opportunities, and I ultimately just wanted kind of the ability to choose who my coach was going to be. Yeah, and I had talked to like Coach Fuller out of high school just a little bit, and I kind of knew who he was, and then just getting on the phone with Coach Hagens and stuff, and them having me come up here, it was just a really great like atmosphere and environment, and you could just feel the culture as you're walking through the buildings and talking with all the coaches, and there was just a lot of love and a lot of family orientation feeling. Yeah, so like ultimately I just felt like it was the right place to be.
Yeah. So you first get here, you're going into a room that has a lot of talent, but also is losing a lot.
Definitely.
Braden Fisk is moving on. We're losing obviously Jared Verse. How much did seeing them though, and what those two guys developed into, guys who didn't come from Power Five schools originally and transferred here and really developed, how much did that go into your decision and build your confidence that you were making the right decision?
Yeah, seeing people in similar situations, being able to walk in somewhere a little bit in the unknown and then be successful. It's definitely like it's comforting coming from a smaller school, just seeing the coaching level that Coach Hagens and Coach JP, like they can bring people up to the level and excel and exceed at that level, and that was definitely very ease of mind and just kind of, I think, speaks for itself on who the coaches were. So that was definitely a big factor that played into my decision coming here.
For sure, man. So, folks, again, if you have questions, please throw them in the chat. We'll get them popped up on there. First question from ML1219. Grady, how do you feel about the Braden Fisk comparison?
Yeah, I've seen that on like some social medias and stuff. He's an amazing player. Like obviously, I think the whole community knows that, and I gotta watch that last year too, and I'm grateful for the comparison because he's such a great player. Yeah, so I think there's obviously some differences, a little stylistically, but I think he's a great player. So I think it's a really high compliment to get and receive from the fans.
So let's give the the FSU fans that are watching us live and supporting the Battle's End, thanks team, just kind of a preview of you. I mean, tell me a little bit about your game. What are your biggest strengths? What are we going to see you line up as on the defensive line?
Yeah. I think like coming in here, just kind of the coaching I got from Colorado State, my biggest strength would probably be like in my pass rush and in the one-on-one pass rush. I was taught a lot of like versatility in that, and in my get off and the twitch off the ball, I think is my strength. And Coach Hagens has been really developing my hands and kind of playing a little more of the hip, hands, and feet technique here that I haven't always played. And yeah, so I think that's going to really help play into how I help the team and get after it this year.
If it's not giving away state secrets, if it's confidential, you can just tell me that. What's your favorite pass rush move when you're in a one-on-one situation? You're trying to get that line, get to the passer.
Yeah, I think my favorite move is probably the hump move, where you throw the chop and then come back and hump past them and kind of like push them past. That's my favorite move. I'm still working to perfect it a little bit and tweaking it and stuff and working on it, but it might not be my cleanest move right now, but it's my favorite to throw.
But we'll see that in Ireland. Like by then,
you will definitely see it in Ireland. You'll see it in action in Ireland.
Good, man. So Nick Snyder wants to know just how insane was the Colorado game with Dion last year as a player?
Yeah, that game was intense. It was, like CSU and Boulder, they don't like each other at all. It's you can feel the rivalry when we're walking in the stadium. Just the crowd and the people there going crazy, and and it's all like the lights and like all the Rock is there and Lil Wayne's performing at halftime. It's like feels like a concert, but it was a very intense game, very heated game, and just like two schools who did not like each other at all getting after it. So yeah, it was a really great experience to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, y'all put on a show too. I remember that was one of the late night West Coast games. Watch that. That was an intense finish, man. That was cool to see over here. Chris Powell wants to know, Grady, playing high school ball near Tally, I know you're familiar with the in-state rivals UF and UM. Which one are you more excited about playing?
Yeah, for sure I am. I think I have a lot of family members who kind of grew up and rooted for UF, and so I think I'm definitely most excited to play in the UF game. Cool. I know the feelings towards the people down there in Gainesville from the people up here in Tallahassee, and I'm just excited to go get after them when we get to play them this year.
Yeah, I don't know if the Rock will be there or if we'll get a halftime concert from Lil Wayne, but like it will be exciting.
But you'll feel it in the air. Yeah, definitely.
Zach H.S., what's the most exciting play? Well, Zach, I'm gonna edit this one a little because we know the big man touchdown is obviously the most exciting one.
The big man touchdown.
So what's more exciting? The goal line stop, sacking the quarterback, or something else?
Yeah, I think the goal line stop. It's just you're pinned down in a situation, probably the worst situation in the game that you can be in. You got to just bow your neck up and get after it. And the feeling of them being like the offense not being able to get one more yard on you, and that's a very it's a great feeling, and it just shows you like the pride that the defense holds. And I think that's just that's a change in morale. For the whole game. So definitely the goal line stop.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, obviously staying in the office, 3 feet's like this big. So the fact that you can stop 11 grown D1 football players from going gotta be exciting.
Yep, exactly. That's you're looking across the line and saying like I'm better than you. You're not getting this yard, and that's you hold that with pride. So yeah, definitely the goal line stop.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for taking the time for the fans, answering questions, and letting them get to know Grady Kelly a little bit off the field before I'm sure we're going to see you all over the field this fall. And, yeah, man, great talking to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.